Good morning. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. This morning we're going to take a look and see the encouragement coming through from Spirit. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful, restful weekend. Mine was rather eventful. So I wake up this morning, with a whole new perspective, set on a different, an interesting path. But I hope yours was interesting, restful, joyous, all of those things together. My name is Letty. Welcome. If you are new here, please take a moment to look around. Lots of things on the page here, from learning tools to storytelling, to healing, journey, lots of things to take a look at. So getting my morning voice together here. My throat chakra is still opening, but let's take a look and see the encouragement coming through today for us. All right, what is the encouragement? Okay, cards just falling out. Can't wait to get out. All right. And then I'm going to pull a card from my numerology deck to get the overall energy of this reading. If you are new, please take a moment. Please consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post new content or if I decide to go live. I do go live. I plan to start going live more often. When I go live, it's usually around an intention. Sometimes I'll ask for questions, just general questions that you might have that I will be available to answer. So if you're new to subscribing, or if you're subscribed and you still haven't hit the bell, go ahead and do that, okay? So the overall encouragement for the day is health. Health comes in with number 8. And the number 8 usually talks about energy. It talks about movement. Excuse me. It also talks about the energy around inspiration. And so there could be some change going on as it pertains to health. And when we talk about health, this could be around mental health. It could be around spiritual health. It could also be around physical health, right? There's also financial health. But I do get the feel like this could either be spiritual, emotional, or even physical, possibly. We have upheaval coming in. We have scavenge coming in. And survival coming in. So with these cards, I do feel like the encouragement today is around stability. That's the energy I'm getting. Stability, and being able to weather the storm. Being able to weather the storm and actually hold and stand still, hold strong, be courageous, right? Stand in your place, even in times where things may not look, very optimistic. It's being able to continue to do what's needed to be done during difficult times, and this could be a time where possibly you're waiting on resources to come in. This could be a time where you feel like, for some of you, you may be in a difficult situation where you feel like you're cornered in some type of way, and things may be a little bit uncomfortable right now in the position that you're in. This may be a time where you may even be, for some of you, feeling displaced, moving from one position or from one place to another, from one situation to another. And so I feel like things are shifting. That's the energy I'm getting. Things are shifting for many of you. And Spirit could be coming in with the encouragement to take care of yourself, right? Even in the midst of this shift or this instability that could be happening right now, Spirit is still encouraging to do things and to move in a way that's going to be considerate of yourself, of your mental health. Take the time out to actually sit down and breathe, to sit down and allow yourself to gather yourself mentally, however that looks for you. This might even also be Spirit letting you know it's okay to stop and to rest for a second, and not to have to feel like you have to always have it together. It's okay, right? None of us have it together all the time, right? Part of the journey is the difficulties of existing sometimes, right? Believe it or not, that is actually where our strength comes from. That's the thing that perfection is made of. Though we never reach perfection, right? We get as close to it as possible by weathering these storms and by staying, grounded and not giving up and not throwing in the towel, not throwing out the baby with the bathwater because things aren't going our way. But it's sticking in there to see what the end is going to be. It's believing that everything is happening according to plan, right? And on the other side of this is either going to be a lesson or it's going to be something that's going to help us to understand why this part is needed. And so Spirit is encouraging you for someone to continue to consider yourself in this process. Continue to take care of yourself. Don't be discouraged because things aren't easy right now, okay? So let's get some more information. Give us more specifics about this, Spirit. Oh, gosh. Throat chakra opening up this morning. Give us more energy on this, Spirit. This encouragement for today. For our viewers, I feel like this is a time of transformation for someone, a beautiful time of transformation. And Spirit is definitely reminding us that transformation isn't beautiful, right? It sounds beautiful, but the process of it is not beautiful. When we think of the butterfly having to actually transform into the transform from the caterpillar, right? When we think of what that looks like, what's taking place in the cocoon as that transformation is happening, right? This is not a beautiful sight, right? Imagine what is taking place as this caterpillar is actually transforming physically, right? Energetically, even mentally. We don't tend to think of insects as having a mental faculty, but If they did, what would that feel like? What would that be like if they were experiencing this transformation in the process, right? What would it feel like if we transformed physically from one thing to another? What would be the mental process of that? Let alone spiritually, right? So someone is transforming in the middle of this process, and Spirit is saying that everything is happening according to schedule, right? Though things may not feel comfortable right now, they're on track, okay? And though the process is difficult, when we reach the stage of the butterfly, it's so much better, right? Isn't it? Not that the caterpillar was all bad, you know. I'm sure the caterpillar had its benefits and its highlights, but now, once the transformation is complete, there's a greater level of liberty and freedom, right? Now we have wings. Now we're more colorful, right? And so there's so much that is happening here. Yeah, transformation, death. We have Scorpio out here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Pisces. And so we have the death, the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Devil, and the Nine of Cups, right? And so this transformation, right, that's happening right now is about moving to a space of the butterfly, right? Where you're going to have more freedom, more colorful. It's going to be more beauty in where it is that you'll end up. With this Ace of Cups, we're talking about being able to really enjoy life more from a personal perspective, right? The Ace of Cups represents a love for life. So if you're not loving life right now, right, when this is done, right, Spirit is saying you will with this Ace of Cups. This is my gift to you through this process that you're going through. Someone is going through a process right now that's going to land you in a more fortunate situation when it's all said and done. In a more peaceful situation. A situation that you're gonna love, you're gonna appreciate, you're gonna be passionate about as well. Now the process with the Ten of Wands and even the Devil, right? It's definitely not easy, okay? The Ten of Wands talks about carrying a heavy load, carrying a burden. Things may feel definitely heavy right now. It may feel like you're even carrying this all by yourself. You're in a moment where you're having to carry things all alone, so it seems. But there's a lesson in that. Even with the Devil, this may be dealing with relearning things, releasing cycles and patterns, and recognizing some of the things and the ways that we exist right now that's keeping us from experiencing the joy and the passion that life was meant to give us, that life was meant to be. You know, the Devil talks about experiencing sometimes bondage, sometimes it's addiction, sometimes it's mental dysfunctions, right? But I feel like this is talking about recognizing those patterns through this process, through this transformation. This is part of that, right? So if you see things coming out right now, it's not for you to beat yourself up. This is for you to actually understand what needs to go in order for you to transform over to this new existence, right? And so there could be things coming up right now. And as they come up, allow yourself to acknowledge them. And Spirit is saying, release them, right? Because something new is coming to occupy that space. Something new is coming in, right? For that physical transformation that happens with the caterpillar to the butterfly, everything that's being broken down in the cocoon, right, is being replaced with something brand new, something better, something more useful, right? Something that's going to allow you to go higher, to go further, quicker, right? AKA the wings, right? And so the process is not easy, right? But it will be worth it. On the other side, we have the Nine of Cups, which is usually a wish card. The Nine of Cups represents a desire, a wish. It also represents the recognition that as you look around, you have everything possibly needed, right? You have more than you actually even recognize. That is a part of this abundance that you've come here to experience, right? And on the other side of this, this represents you realizing that. For some of you, you're already standing in it, right? It's a matter of changing your mindset, changing how you're looking at things. Because the challenge here is the Chariot and the Ace of Swords. Now, the Chariot represents very powerful energy, standing in your power and moving forward. Not just moving forward, but actually embracing the challenge, taking the bull by the horns and saying, let's go, let's do this. But in order to do that, there needs to be a change of outlook, a change of perspective. These come in as the challenge, right? The challenge is this part that we're in right now, this part that is taking us, the vehicle that's moving us from one place to another is the challenge. It is this difficulty right now. The Spirit is saying this is part of it. So if you can embrace this and actually pull out, you know, what's needed to overcome this part. When you get to the other side, it will be well worth it, and you'll be glad that you didn't give up. But this definitely requires change. Five of Wands in the outcome. This definitely requires change. And so we also have Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, and then we have Leo energy, or I'm sorry, yeah, Leo energy. And so in the outcome, we have the Five of Wands, which says that where you will end up is in a place so serene and so secure that even, this is almost like rehearsal. I get that a lot in my reading. Spirit says, I'm just sending you through, you know, that initial training for where you're going, right? Because where you'll land is in a position where you'll be so secure that even when the rains and the winds start blowing, you'll be unmoved. You'll be focused and planted and stable and grounded and unmovable, unshakable, right? This is the whole objective of it. There is an inner working that's happening right now within you, along with the ability to enjoy life more is going to be an inner strength that you've developed within yourself. And I feel like this is going to be something that's not only going to be valuable for you, but this is also going to be a part of your mission. It's going to be a part of your mission, what you've been called to do, who you've been called to, right? This is part of that. And this is the whole point of this reading is showing that you are moving from one place to another. You're in transition. Not where you used to be, and you're not where you're going yet. You're like in that in between, the land between times, right? But Spirit is saying in the midst of all of this, the concern is taking care of yourself, right? Understanding that you're not crazy, right? You're not being picked on. This is all a part of your purpose. And when you get to the other side, there's some beautiful, beautiful rewards, some beautiful gifts waiting for you. Okay? So understand what's happening here. This is the encouragement coming in. No, you're not crazy. No, you didn't do anything wrong. No, this isn't coming up, or you're not going through this because you're a bad person or because you did something wrong. There's a greater working happening within you right now, and it's purposeful, not only for you, but for others that you've been called to as well. Okay? Because the Five of Wands in the outcome talks about change. Fives are all about change. And a change in how you move, how you exist, right? A change in what motivates you, right? Not being outwardly motivated. This is a strength that lies within you to be able to dictate what your experience is. And so there's some powerful, powerful energy coming your way right now. Very powerful energy. I'll say that. Just looking at this picture, it feels chaotic when you look at the wands flying all around. Everything seems to be up in a roar. But when you look at her, she's in the center. Peaceful. She's holding lilies. Peaceful. There's even a volcano exploding in the background, but yet she stands peaceful, right? Even the Kundalini is rising in the midst of all of this. She's focused and aimed at her goal. And that's the goal of being, right? Sometimes we get so preoccupied with having, with doing, when Spirit is many times teaching us just to be. Just to be. And that in itself is the blessing. From that place comes everything that we need. All of the encouragement, right? Even allowing our light to shine. Everything that we need comes from that space. And so for whoever this is for this morning, that's the encouragement. Okay, this is definitely a time to focus on your health, mentally, spiritually, physically, and whatever aspect that is. Spirit is saying, focus on your health, because I have the rest. And things will most definitely turn out better than you could ever imagine. Okay, so don't be dismayed, don't be alarmed. Just allow yourself to beautifully transform through this process. And that's for whoever needs that this morning. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Letty, and we are here on Blood Moon Oracle to give some encouragement today for the start of this week. Until next time, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new. Make sure you hit the bell so you'll be notified if I post new content or go live, okay? All right, be encouraged. Bye.